Welcome to Chubbs Reviews. This is going to be my first videos, and the first video is going to be on Borderlands 3. I'm very new to this. I don't really have much great equipment, but this is going to be my first video, and it's mainly a discussion, a review, my thoughts, opinions, my experience, everything I went through. Anyway, let's get started. First of all, my Borderlands 3 adventure started on split-screen co-op, couch co-op with my brother. My brother is much older than me, and it was a great time though. Me and him recently went through the last few games, Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, kind of quickly before we played this game. I enjoyed both of them very much. Borderlands 2, great game. Um, but he had like a long-term perspective on it. I had a shorter-term perspective on the jump from Borderlands 2 to 3. Um, I would like to say none of the outside controversies of this game really mattered to me too much. The Epic Game Store exclusivity, Randy Pitchford being crazy, it didn't bother me. I'm a console player, and I just want to play the game. Um, Speaking of the game, let's get right into it. Perfect shooting, man. Perfect shooting mechanics. I know Destiny 2 had probably some of the best shooting mechanics in the game, or in the game industry in the world. But Borderlands 3 now is just so fun to shoot and kill things. Like, I just want to shoot things for no reason. Don't take that out of context. Better graphics. I mean, even though it's cel-shaded, it's still updated from Borderlands 2 to 3. Surprisingly smart AI in Borderlands 3. Not enough reviewers are giving this credit, but like, the AI will like taunt you in ways you won't imagine. They follow you. It's kind of impressive to see that even though we're fighting dumb bandits or whatever, they're still kind of a smart AI. The movement is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. The sliding and just that little slide mechanic and climbing. They added climbing from Borderlands 2 to 3. Those two things are amazing. Since I played on split screen though with my brother, it was very laggy anytime anyone brought up a menu like beyond explaining. Like, it's broken the lag sometimes, and I know that's been shoved down everyone's throat about this game. It's very laggy, glitchy, buggy. It just sucks, but that's one of the only really big complaints. Now, I haven't really touched on any spoilers. I'm gonna start talking about some of the story now. I didn't like there were missing Vault Hunters in previous games. Like, that's the fact that, my brother played as Axton in Borderlands 2. I played as Zero. Only one of us got to see our character in this game. That's kind of upsetting. I hope it's not DLC areas or characters or something. That would kind of just... I mean, at this point, I guess I do, but I just wish they were in the game in the first place, Um, Sorry I'm not looking too much at the camera. I do have some notes here. This is one of my first videos. Um, Please comment down below anything you have any responses to what I'm saying. Even if you completely disagree, your own thoughts, theories. Tell me any advice, anything, really. I will reply and read to everything. Anyway, moving on, things I really liked about the game, man, all the guns. All the guns, of course, I'm like fighting and still finding new guns. I don't have enough space for all the unique legendaries in the game, all the unique guns with different names, and it's just so fun. I like the different build types of all the characters. Every character has 3 different trees. They're all pretty viable for all the characters, and you can have the same character but completely different builds from each other, and I love that stuff. Character dialogue, something this game took from the pre-sequel, Borderlands 3 took from Borderlands pre-sequel, is that like who you play as talk now, and they have feelings, emotions, and you hear it sometimes during the game, and I love that they added that. Something simple, but keep doing it. Side missions, amazing side missions. Some of the side missions were better than the story missions. Boomtown is a side area, I think, in the game, and it was kind of surprising to me that Boomtown was a complete side area with side missions from previous Vault Hunters. I thought it should have just kind of been part of the story. Same with the Jacobs estate, but I don't know. I guess I'm being picky on that stuff. Um, I like the customization. My brother mentioned a few times that Borderlands 2 customization was more in depth, or had more at launch or whatever. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's what he said. I main Flak, and he has some of the best heads in the game. I love it. Um, Things I guess I didn't like. Of course, the corny writing. Everyone talks about the corny writing. I mentioned missing Vault Hunters. One of my biggest little pet peeves is the cover of Borderlands 3 has roses all around the bandit, Uh, there's like not a single rose in the game. There's one gun that has like a rose skin on it, but that's not even a rose. That's just a skin. Like there's not a single rose in the game. It should have been like the cover. Should have been had a guy with like just piles of guns. I know the faces of characters are on the roses, but you could put faces on guns, man. Like it just really didn't make sense to me. I guess it's the cult thing my brother said, but because some of the main villains are cults people, but I don't know. It really bugged me. Lag and bugs and glitches. There's a lot of little exploits people are finding. I mean, I guess that's how games go, but there's a lot of that in there, and like I said, it can be really laggy at times. Split screen is horrible. Online is only really laggy when you're in cars. Some of the menus are really slow. Nothing's too smooth when it comes to menus, but gameplay is smooth. Um, Now let's go into my rant of the actual spoilers. Really, the villains. You know, everyone hates the villains, and the title of this video is probably going to be something like "The villains aren't that bad in this game." I don't think they are. I think I like who they are more than how they acted. Like, spoiler, the Tyreen and Troy are the kids of the first Vault Hunter, Typhon DeLorme or whatever. And I just thought that was so cool. And there's a lot of lore in this world. I love this world is filled with lore. And I mean, I guess claptrap things aren't lore, but the Iridian writings are lore, and there's just little collectibles I really actually enjoyed getting. You know, I'm not a huge collectible guy, but in this game I was, and I'm still missing some Iridian writings, and I want to find them and see what they talk about because they have a lot of good information. But the villains, okay, yeah, I mean they were corny, but I feel like everyone in the community hates them so much that that's like what a villain is made for. They made me just want to kill them, and that's what you know you're gonna do that in Borderlands. You're gonna kill the villains, and they just made me want to kill them more. Even if they were obnoxious or corny, it was just like, oh, that's a great reason to kill you. Um, but I didn't think it was over the top. And even when everyone says all the writing is corny, I mean, we haven't most of us watched some animes that are corny but still liked it. Like, you know, it just wasn't as bad as what people say to me. Like it was good. Uh, so I did like the villains. I actually liked how they looked, like physically. Like I don't know why Troy has like a cool looking face to me. I think it's so bad that it's good. You know, like it's so ugly that it's good. Tyreen, and especially towards the end of the game when they kind of they stopped talking about all the streamer shit, and it's more like this is really about to happen. The Great Vault and everything, and the Beast and all that. It starts getting good around there for the villains and all that. But I would say I was disappointed with the final boss as well. It just wasn't a world-sized monster as they kind of hype up throughout. I think it's kind of cool. Some more spoilers is in the beginning of the game, and the Children of the Vault. I feel like they're called the Children of the Vault because Tyreen and Troy were born in the first vault or the Great Vault. It was one of the two. Excuse me, and like so they're the children of the vault. They were born there, and they talk about how it's their birthright earlier in the game, and all that type of stuff. And it makes sense, it's a complete story. That's what I forgot to kind of mention in things I like. It is a complete story. They even kind of tease you there that it's going to be a cliffhanger, but I like the complete story. I would say if you're not a Siren girl power fan, you might not love the main characters of the game. Like, I wish more characters were used in the story, but it was really just about Siren girl power and kind of finding out lore of the world more than a continuation. It was good. I really enjoyed the game. My final verdict is probably a pretty generous 9 out of 10. Borderlands 2 was a 10 out of 10 to me. So, this is slightly worse than that. Obviously, Handsome Jack will probably never get a good villain like that again. And I did mention I played through the Borderlands pre-sequel. That was about a 7 out of 10 for me. I liked the story. It was good. Didn't play through Borderlands 1. Heard I didn't miss too much. But yeah, this is my first video. Please comment, like if you enjoyed, subscribe. I mean, every subscription helps. And I will read and reply to every comment. Please let me know what you guys didn't like about the villains or the writing specifically. And I'll even, I'll try to give my reason to why I like them. I didn't dislike them, okay? Thanks so much for watching. Bye.